toes, I'm set about mine. New whip, that dash to the top. Whole lot of bands all. Don't let me flies. All right, we got Ruby Rose got escort allegations now too. Shit, so all these bitches going out with it.
What's poppin', y'all? Yo, forget the Epstein files. We're never getting those. We're out here with the Maybach May files, the Escort files, because another person people are accusing, not I, they are accusing, is Ruby Rose. Yes, Ruby Rose. They're accusing her of doing this whole escorting thing. Now, this goes back to Saweetie. So if you haven't watched...
I ain't gonna lie, chat. We talking about Ruby now. So, Ruby, if you are, only if you are, I'm saying one thing. I'm gonna say one thing. In case you didn't hear it. Anyway.
Watch the video.
Nah, cause shit is Ruby.
Days ago about it.
I ain't even mad. I ain't even embarrassed.
We are as close
Fuck
to
it.
knowing for a fact as possible because Saweetie clears up everything. Saweetie hops on social media. She talks about her situation. This time, there was no clearing up. She shut up, zipped up, and this chick, Maybach May, who's the madam, you could call her the middleman between these escorts and the football players, she's been raising hell on earth to get her money back. But one of the people that people started to look into was none other than Ruby Rose. So Ruby Rose went to Chelsea versus Southampton in this was I think last year, and I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
What happened to my audio? Or is this a video? I think it's a video. Probably was music in the background. I don't see why this is relevant. Not a whole video.
So it looked like the same
Sheesh.
playbook was run, and this is also Chelsea FC, Chelsea Football Club, which is the same team that Maybach May is clearly connected to. I don't think she's running this across all of, is it FIFA? I don't even know the leagues. I'm not going to pretend. The English Premier League, whatever. I don't think she's running this across several teams. Maybe she has like some closeness with the Chelsea team, because this is two people so far, both American girls. And they're accusing her of this, and she even talked to this guy, Nani Madueke, on a call for Clash Magazine. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Rose. Yo, you're on cam. You're on cam. Clash Magazine. What you saying? How you doing? How you been? I'm good. They told me to call a rapper, so I thought I might as well just call you.
Your favorite, right? Your favorite rapper?
One of them. But they calling me now. Hey, I'm gonna hit you later. All right, bye-bye.
You know, this is straight cap because this guy said, oh, they wanted me to call a rapper. So you're my favorite rapper. Come on, man. This is how you know this guy's foreigner too, because nobody in the US or Canada is calling Ruby, when they think of Ruby Rose, they think rap or rapping, even though she was a XXL freshman. Y'all tried to hate on me. I am dignified in what I said. When I said DDG basically got...
Hey, that man trying hard. That nigga said, they said call rapper, and I called my favorite one. It was fucking Ruby Rose. Hey, my man's trying hard. I ain't mad. Niggas will say anything.
On the
Niggas will say anything.
Because people are like, man, you hating on Ruby. You
And
know
I'm
she's a
niggas
rapper.
sometimes.
Yeah, what has
I
she
ain't
rapped
gonna lie.
since then? She's probably only rapping these people's sausages in something. That's what she's doing, allegedly. So, Ruby Rose, not a rapper. Nobody would consider her a rapper. They would consider her maybe like an it girl. Maybe there's a shift. I don't know. They would just consider her the chick in the industry. That's it. It may be OF, but rapping is not in the list of top 5 things that anybody would consider her. So people are like, okay, what's the situation? Because this guy, Nani Madueke, he used to play for Chelsea. Now he plays for Arsenal, which is he plays for Arsenal now and the English national team. So is this enough, really? Well, both her and Maybach May follow each other. But what happened is Ruby, she tweets and deletes really, really quickly. And she says, God forbid I like soccer, LOL. And she deleted that. And you know what I did? I went and did a little digging. Like, why don't we do a little digging? I look for football. I look for soccer. I look for Arsenal. I look for Chelsea on Ruby Rose's Twitter. So I looked tweets sent by Ruby Rose. I looked all of those terms. Not a single one came up in the over 10 years that Ruby Rose has been on Twitter. So you're telling me in 10 years, you're a soccer fan, you're a football fan, and you haven't...
I ain't gonna lie, Jack. That's a little bit of a stretch. To say that she don't, because she hasn't tweeted about soccer, doesn't mean she's a fan. It's a little bit of a stretch. I feel like we're reaching here, but we could have found some other points to go off of.
Tweeted about it
for this
once?
argument.
Come on
That's
now.
not a good one.
Let's be real here. This is the thing too. Oh, you're gonna tell me Ruby Rose, who was I think born and grew up in America, is a huge football fan. There's barely anybody here that's a football/soccer fan, and that overseas too.
That's a
I
lie,
wouldn't say
too. There's
barely
a lot of
anybody.
people who
Actually, let me
soccer
take that back.
fans.
A girl. There's barely any girls that grew up and were born in America that are huge football fans. Certainly, they're barely basketball fans. And you're gonna tell me, even if in that minority, the ones that are fans, they're talking about it on social media. They're mentioning it. They're maybe throwing a picture of Chelsea before this instance that she got brought up there, because she's not just going to go visit if it's not one of her favorite teams, right? Well, I just did a little bit more digging, because Ruby Rose, there was a little bit of a controversy, and academics called her out for this when, and I think they've got some static between them, when there was a relationship between her and Drewski. They linked up sometime, and I think it was the summer of 2024 or 2023, and people were like, damn, Ruby Rose is dating Drewski, what's going on? And she tweeted last year, and for the record, I never slept with that man. Do pay for PR, not the P. Deuces. I only give, and this is the weird part, he paid for PR, not the cat. So does that mean that the cat is for sale?
Yeah, it kind of does sound like the cat's for sale.
Is that
Like I said,
upsell,
Chad.
upcharge? What's with that?
Like I said, Chad. And if it is.
And then continues, I only give it up if I'm in love. I don't care how much money a man got. I'm rich as F, LOL. He's funny and nice, though. It's like, damn, jeez. And then she would go on
Funny and
Aiden
nice,
Ross's
man. She
stream
double
and take
friend
all
zone
of that back and admit that she lied. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Everything. Like the public. Okay. So I guess here's the honesty moment. You know this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, me and Drew were really in a relationship, and I said it was PR because he pissed me the f off and hurt my feelings, so yeah. But that was really lame of me and embarrassing that I shouldn't have said that, but it was like I had to stand on it. But, you know, it's in the past now. And we're friends and we're cool still.
Oh.
And we've known each other for like 10 years, like since high school. It's like we're always going to be friends, so. I just want to clear it up because he was really bothered by that.
So Ruby Rose is on Aiden Ross's stream admitting that she lied that Drewski paid for the PR, and the reason why she lied and said he paid for PR is because he hurt her feelings. So if Drewski hurt her feelings, which I don't even know how Drewski hurt her feelings, it seemed like her feelings were hurt because of the response by people. This goes back to a similar thing that happened with Rihanna and Travis Scott. So in 2015, right before the release of Rodeo, Rihanna was messing with Travis Scott. Travis Scott was hitting that, and she wanted this kept under wraps. And there was even an interview that she did, or an interview that somebody did on some magazine, where they talked about how they quoted Rihanna and said she did not want anybody to know. She was so embarrassed because like Travis Scott was considered ugly by these people. And she did show Travis Scott love when she was holding the iconic photo of her holding like 4 Rodeo albums the day it dropped. Well, yeah, so I think that's a similar situation where Ruby Rose felt embarrassed by the reaction of the public, but she actually liked Drewski, which I think is weird, but hey, it is what it is. So she's been known to lie in the past. Is she not going to lie and say that she's a fan of football when we see there are no football tweets in her history? We haven't seen her show up to a game before that. Maybe she has. I don't know. But also, that lady got pressed on this. That lady Maybach May, not pressed. She got asked by some, they're not even fans, some people that are interested in her TikTok live. She doesn't even know how to work this stuff. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Oh my God, oh my.
Oh, yo, man.
Tell that she'll pay up.
I'm
So I can
saying,
get Ruby Rose. So I can get Ruby Rose. So I can pay up.
nah, wait. Yo,
Tell that pay up so I can get Ruby Rose.
All right, Lo, I
man.
ain't tripping. Yeah.
yo, man, we want to know, right? The streets want to know. Nani Madwike, was he, you know what I'm saying? Was he,
I'm not speaking on nobody.
was he a client?
I'm not speaking on nobody.
Of course. Look. How about next week we run a proper live, you know what I'm saying? And we address everything. Because we're gonna need to be addressed one day.
Why? What y'all gonna do?
It's just for tea, we bored, that's it, you know?
Where's my money?
That's what we trying to figure. I'm trying to get it with you. Where's the money? Where is it?
Where's
yo,
my money at?
Yo, where did he even play now? No one knows where he played, bro. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. We rocking with you. You know?
Are you Habesha?
I'm Somali. Same.
Oh, okay.
We next door neighbors.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Look, man, I'm finna go for the live. I'm finna go for the live soon, bro. I hope this live is good. You know what I'm saying? And I hope you get your money. We rocking with you. I want you to
get
know
my
streets.
money.
Streets are rocking with you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get my money. Thank you.
Peace out.
Bye. Hey, oh my God, TikTok is.
So the madam here, she's like, oh, I don't want to speak on that. I don't want to speak on that. Huh? What? What do you mean you don't want to speak on it? Now they follow each other. Ruby Rose and that girl follow each other. The lady, that's the madam that's doing the middlemaning, that wants her cut every time. And if the madam could just say, no, I've never worked with Ruby, or nah, me and Ruby are just friends, or nah, she's not. Like there is no downside to saying that. Like Ruby's not going to be like, what? You told people I'm not an escort? What the hell? Like that's going to mess up my business. Nah, like, this is a discreet hush hush business. So there would be no negative outcome from saying that she is not an escort and she did not bring her there. However, saying yes, she's not going to do that because that's going to mess up her business. This lady's clearly about her paper the way she's on Saweetie's head top and Jaden Sancho as well. So that leads me to believe that this is true. And I did a little bit more research because people were like, oh, no, she just went to Chelsea. Well, if you guys recall, Maybach May, she was telling Saweetie, and she said, I need my money. She was telling Saweetie, I brought you to Nigeria. I took you on an Africa tour. I brought you to Dubai. Well, you know who also got brought to Nigeria and to another country in Africa? None other than Saweetie. So in 2023, she tweeted out something where she's like, oh, I don't, like, what's Unilag? And then the year after that, she was like, oh, going to Unilag this year, which is, I think, like University of Lagos. So Lagos, Nigeria. And Rubi Rose got brought to Nigeria. I'm going to play you guys that clip right now. Like, they gave her some royal treatment. So what is Rubi Rose doing in Lagos, Nigeria? The same place that, and she was quote unquote booked somewhere. Wink, wink. So she got brought to Lagos, Nigeria, the same place that Maybach May was saying that she brought Saweetie to. And it's not just Lagos, Nigeria for hosting. She also went to Accra, Ghana. Yeah, I'm gonna play you guys 2 clips of that. The first clip is her with this big bouquet of flowers.
Okay, I like this line. Ruby, welcome together. Thank you. Welcome together. My first time. Still making some video.
Sorry, this is such a nice welcome. I'm so excited.
Hey guys, let me have this welcome.
Should we go G-Wagon?
No, Maybach? No, let me go like the.
And then the second clip is her like showing up to some orphanage, it looks like an orphanage. I'm not too certain what it is. Yeah, it looks like a children's home. So you see how she's dressed up way different. And you've got these people opening cars for her. It looks like a Rolls Royce. And like I said in my previous video, the Saweetie one, these rich Africans are S-tier tricks. Like they aced every trigonometry test. They are not playing around when it comes to this trick, and they are shelling bags. Rubi Rose, rappers, like they will pay for stuff, but rappers also don't got the money that these rich Africans got. Like these people are selling out. These people are that are at the top over there. Some people believe they're doing shiesty activities. I wouldn't know, but they've got disgusting levels of money. So what else would Rubi Rose be doing in Accra, Ghana? Oh, she just got another booking, huh? Yeah, I'm sure. Come on, man. And people were wondering. So I think her being at just the Chelsea thing is enough to say, okay, this is looking a little bit weird. But the fact that she also went to Lagos, Nigeria, and then she also went to Accra, Ghana, and she got put on a tour, and this lady, Maybach May, also puts Saweetie on that tour, and she doesn't want to say anything about the situation with Rubi Rose, because Rubi Rose, I'm guessing, she pays her money or whatever cut that she gets. Well, I'm willing to believe that this is the case. And this is the thing. Rubi Rose doesn't need to do this. Now, does she have a rap career? Absolutely not. Rubi Rose doesn't got a rap career. But Rubi Rose is making excellent bread. I just think that they're probably giving Rubi Rose money that she cannot deny. That's the only thing I can think of. Or this lady's just facilitating things for Rubi, and Rubi's like, yo, this is an easy bag. I just got to kick it with this person. But Rubi's probably more professional about it, and I just don't see, personally, I don't see Rubi dating a sucker like Jaden Sancho. Like, she's getting flown out and kicked out by Lil TJ. She was with Cardi. She was with Travis. She was with, who else? I don't know. She's just with these, they got a whole list of people that Rubi Rose has been with. But I feel like she leans more towards like a thugged out rapper. So some dude just like tattooing her name and doing the most, I think she's repulsed by that, just looking through her Carfax, right? Like if we're seeing her previous history or her CV, as they call it, her resume, it seems to be the case that she wouldn't last long with an individual like that. So she might be just kicking it for a little bit, maybe throwing the cat a couple of times, and then heading back home and giving Maybach May her cut of the check. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. You think Rubi Rose is up to this? Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm see you on the next one.